Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading, and today we have another bomb tarot reading we do, and in this reading we have the true path. All right. Excuse me. And I always talk about when I interpret a natal chart, I always mention that it is the roadmap to your true potential. So here's the true path, which should be your true potential, right? Should be, but this is kind of implying here that somebody has found their true path. And we see this man and this woman, and they're naked and they're dancing. Yeah, they found each other. They feel like your fate and destiny. And so I'm going to cover that. But it's a number 19, which is really a 20, which is a 2. So 2s are about two people, can be two, a choice, definitely. Somebody's definitely chosen their true path. That's what this is about. And we have do not judge here, and we have the mean. Yes, he's a mean man. He's kind of supposed to be like what's the guy who's already passed away along Mao? Yeah, who lots of people were killed, like millions. I kid you not. And so, but this guy's judging them, and they're on the floor, begging, kind of, right? They're in this plea, like, please don't, execute me or whatever. And somebody here has found their true path. Because we have the 8 of Hearts, which is the bird's nest. So the bird's nest means somebody wants to move in with you, Sagittarius, or they have a lot of birds. It's really either or. And I see 6 little bird eggs here. So unless maybe somebody wants to have 6 kids with you, you could be saying, God, that sounds like a lot of work, right? And this is the 8 of Hearts, same thing as the Ace. As the 8, not the 8, Ace of Hearts, same thing as the Ace of Cups. And so somebody's afraid you're going to judge them, most likely. We have be careful next to it. So be careful is the rose with the thorns here, and here's the light behind it. It just means be careful not to be jaded. That's what that really means. It doesn't mean careful. Be careful somebody's going to cheat on you, or we don't enter into relationships like that. No, that's a automatic sabotage. But this be careful card talks about somebody who's jaded, or they're really afraid that you may be jaded. This means be careful not to let your wish go by, because you're jaded, because you've conditioned yourself to be angry and bitter and scared and all this kind of stuff, right? Okay, so we have the broken bottle, and somebody was drinking too much wine here, and that's why that bottle is there. No, that's not true. This is the broken bottle means that there's a breakup or something happened. Doesn't always have to be a breakup, but something happened that is not going to be restored. No, it's not. And the fallen chair, it is reversed, and the wash bin is here. This can be that the truth will be revealed, or there are no lies. So if somebody's coming to talk to you, they're going to reveal the truth, and they're not going to lie to you. Maybe they lied to you in the past with do not judge, right? Yeah, these people are like, please, I'll do anything you want, right? And he's just sitting there, and he looks pretty like ruthless, I'd say, definitely, if you can see him in the card. And the wash bin and the fallen chair reversed also means not only that the truth will be revealed, or that somebody's not lying, but it can talk about somebody needs to clean up a little bit. And that's what could be going on here. Somebody could have cleaned up their act. Yeah, and somebody could have, right? And we have the wash bin for them, Sagittarius. We do. I feel like this has already been done, though. And now they're coming to tell you that they want a new beginning with you. They could be saying they want to marry you or move in together. They could, with the bird's nest, right? Which is a new beginning in love. Yeah, it is. And so the true path, this person, yeah, definitely. Let's get a card here. This may be you. This may be your energy. These readings can be switched, of course, when they're about two people. And before we begin, before we continue here, if you would like your own psychic reading, Sagittarius, you may always get one, right? And I can help you with any aspects you have in your life, career, or just anything. Relationship. If you want me to read their energy, in case you don't know them, trust them, or you just met them, we can do that for you. Definitely, they're a lot of fun. We do them either on the phone, or we can do a video call, like a Google Meet, or we can do a Zoom call. And also I do a tarot spread at the end, so you get 2 different unique insights. So it gives us a lot to, it gives me a lot to, you know, draw insight on, and gives us a lot to talk about. Yeah, very cool. So everything else is below in the description box. And let's see what we have. We have house 1. This is about yourself. The house 1 is the ascendant, right? This is about yourself. It can be just all about you and all about your characteristics, physical and emotional and psychological. It can mean this is individuality here, self-image, and your approach to life. Yeah, that's what I meant by kind of psychological, right? The first house is our ascendant, and whatever that is, that can often talk about our approach to life, right? Which in, you know, in a very general sense, because the first house in the natural chart is Aries, and Aries is the Fool in the tarot, and Aries is all about their approach to life, right? The Fool says, step aside, I'm going to do this, I'm going to take a chance on it, and I'm trusting in myself, you know, and they kind of rush in and do things. But it is really about courage and spontaneity. Let's see what else we have. Somebody could be becoming very spontaneous here, right? Somebody's character could be changing. I need to clean up my act a little bit. And we have Uranus, and this is radically change, radically. And we have the conjunction today with, and I talk about it a little bit in my my horoscopes for July. The Mars and Uranus conjunction, I believe I mentioned it, and it is today, making a perfect conjunction. And yeah, and they are both at, oh no, they're both at, well, Uranus is the 16 degrees, and, oh, okay, sorry, I'm looking at the different chart, but they are at a perfect conjunction. Yes, they are. And yeah, interesting about that, radical change, and both Uranus and Mars are today, are, you know, what I was talking about just a minute ago, they are conjoining or joining forces in Taurus. So it could be radical change in this reading about our values. Somebody could have changed their values because we have radically changed about their approach to life here, right? With the ascendant. They call this the house 1. And the bird is being born, right? Comes right out of the egg here. And here's the heart below it with the wings and the torch on top and the candle. So the candle is showing the way. It's showing the intelligence or the higher consciousness, really. That's what that's about. And maybe this is about an Aquarian when we have the Uranus card, or Uranus, Uranus, and we have fire. And Sagittarius, you're a fire sign, could be a confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Somebody has some bravery here. They do. Yeah. Yeah, don't be bravo with me, Sagittarius. Bravo kind of means like bravo. It means a little bit angry. Yeah, it does, kind of. Brave, bravo, yeah, in Spanish. So let's see what else we have for you guys. Let's see what we got. And let's get this card, this deck over here. And we'll move the camera back here. And somebody's being told not to be jaded. Or maybe this person's afraid that you're a little jaded, right? Yeah, I wrote a song called Jaded. And it's all about that. Yeah, from all the tears you tasted. Yeah, along the way. 6 of Cups to start the reading. And it's about somebody, could be somebody from your past, could be a friend here in this reading. Maybe you're returning. This can just be somebody very special, though. It could be. Let's see, Page of Pentacles showing up here. And when we say special, the 6s are always about recognizing how special they are with the 6 of Cups, right? We have the 8 of Swords here, and this is change in itself. Yeah, it is. The 8s are about change, but change that brings progress, right? Yeah, not like the 5s. The 5s are, you know, change, but not always progress. Just difficult change. The Page of Pentacles is in the reading here. This is about value. It is. Definitely it is. Let's see what else. The Devil's reversed, Sagittarius, I beg your pardon. So the Devil is reversed. There could be a Capricorn in the reading. There may be. And let's get a card to cover these people here. And we have the Lovers at the bottom. They are lovers. They're chained together, and the Devil has them chained. This could be major passion. It can also be that possibly sometimes the devil in the reading with this card here that says do not judge. Somebody could have been a player here. They could have had different lovers. They could have been selfish. The devil can talk about somebody being very selfish, materialistic. It just goes, there's a lot, right? But it really is about the devil, you know, in its, is really about being chained to something that is really kind of no good for you. That's kind of really what is, it's about some other things, but yeah. Being restricted, because Saturn rules the devil, and Saturn is about restrictions, but it gets a bad rap because it's also about achievement. It is the 10th house. It rules the 10th house of authority and ambition and career. Yeah. And so the Queen of Pentacles is here, Sagittarius. Maybe this person is a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Here's the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And then we have the Wheel here. And that is you, right? The Wheel. And so that may be another Sag. But we're talking about energies here. And the Page of Pentacles sits in the crossing energy. When we say the crossing energy, we can mean a couple things. What's influencing this? What is, you know, impacting? It could be what's challenging this. It can be what's kind of adding to it as well. But, you know, and there is a challenge here because the devil's here in the 8 and the 9 of Swords. So there was something here. I feel like love is coming for you, Sagittarius. Yeah, and yes, it is. And yeah, love is coming for you in this reading for sure. We have somebody who sets himself free here in this reading. Some type of liberation. And you know, interesting, radically change. Uranus, which rules Aquarius, is about liberation and freedom. It can definitely be about that. Yes, it is. Aquarians they like their freedom. And it doesn't mean that they're not, none of them are in a relationship, but can talk about world freedom, you know, societies that are free, right? All this kind of stuff, states and, you know, countries that are free, because Uranus is about the collective. Yeah, it is, can be about a small community or a group of friends, and it can be about the whole wide world. Yeah, because, and so the Page of Pentacles is sitting here in the challenge, I'm going to call it. But here we see the man cutting ties with this woman. He's happy. It's the 8 of Swords. So he cuts this in order to have progress and movement in his life. And that's what Uranus is about. It can be about social progress. Yeah, it definitely can. Innovating, right? A lot of Aquarians are humanitarians, and they like to see social progress, right? And so let's get a card here on this Page of Pentacles. That is the crossing energy. And I feel like somebody values you here big time, Sagittarius. And I feel like this is in the challenge. They're coming to offer you this. The Page of Pentacles speaks of values. Yes, he's a messenger, but they're coming to tell you that they value you here. And they're coming with passion and bravery because they think you're going to be like this judge here, right? Yeah, well, he's not a nice guy, Sagittarius, all right? Yeah. And the Two of Wands is with it. So this is a choice here to come forward. And this shows up in the challenge because something else is going on in the reading. Maybe a rejection, a third-party rejection. Here's the King of Cups pouring the cup out. And this person's coming to ask you to either move in with them or create a home with them. This is about creating a home, the Ace of Cups in this reading, with the bird's nest. Right? Yeah, unless you guys are kind of, you know, raising birds together or something like that, right? I mean, sometimes this stuff, you know, can happen. But the Two of Wands is a choice, and here he is, offering the world. This person's coming to offer you the world. Yeah, they are. Wow. And let's get a card on the 8 of Swords where he cuts ties with her. She could have cut herself out, but she didn't, and she waited for the right time, or he's helping her. But this is about lifting the restrictions, especially next to the Devil reversed. Lifting restrictions and setting yourself free in order to have progress and movement. All the 8s are about movement in some way. And here's the Nine of Swords. It shows up twice in the reading. So it's possible this person is cutting ties with somebody else because there's a big choice here for a new beginning. And they are worried. Maybe they cut ties with you in the past. They definitely could have. But here they are worried in the female. Here she is the lady's crying in bed, very upset. And here's the man over here. But he said, I'm not going to cry over this anymore. I'm going to have courage and fight my fears. And here he is slaying the dragon, right? Yeah, and this was him before, crying in bed, Nine of Swords, and this is him now because this is the mindset. And we have the card here, the fire card, which is passion and bravery. Yeah, that's what Aries, Leo, and Sag can all be about, passion and bravery. Yes, they can. And so they can be about scaredy cats too. It depends on your chart, right? Let's see what we have, you guys. But the idea is that we are always evolving in this life. Let's get a card on the Nine of Swords, and we have the Ten of Cups. And anybody can be anything if they are not really evolving, right? You can even have the best chart, and if you're keeping yourself stuck and in resistance, what good is your chart? Right? If you're fighting the flow, you don't push the river, right? No. And so here's a Nine of Swords. He's fighting the dragon, and the Ten of Cups is with it. This person feels like you are their happily ever after. They're coming any day now. I'm pretty sure they are, Sagittarius. The concern here is the Eight of Pentacles. It's about devotion. He's devoted to his job, right? And he's here with the Eight Pentacles, and he says, when the boss isn't looking, I'm going to take these home, right? And so these are gold. This is gold bullion, giant ones. So, each one weighs, each one is probably worth that big, almost as big as his shin here. Probably, I'm not sure how, but I would say, I don't know, $20,000, $30,000. It just depends upon the price of gold at the time. But this means the concern here is that this person values you because the pentacles represent values, right? And money and abundance, but values. And here above is the Page of Pentacles, and here he is, and he's offering the pentacle to the gnome, right? And you can tell the look on his face is kind but a little concerned. And here he is, like he's holding it with this kind of grace and this, what's the word pride. He's holding this giant pentacle with pride, and he's offering it to the gnome. The gnome opens his hands and he says, I can feed all the little gnomes in the whole village for 30 years with that, right? Yeah, and then, he's going to hand it to him. This is about valuing. This is about offering. It's about somebody who values you, but they're going to offer you something valuable, and that's what he's doing there. And so the Queen of Pentacles reverse, Sagittarius, could be, an earth sign. Here's Temperance. This could be you with an earth sign right here. And this person is in the reverse because they think you're going to judge them and send them to a prison where they're really archaic and, and where they don't get to eat and, whatever else goes on, right? And so, a Knight of Wands goes with it. And so, this is this person having courage, but I feel like they're still coming with their tail between their legs and just, doing it anyway, right? Courage doesn't mean that you're really afraid. It means that you fought your fears and you're going to do it anyway. It doesn't mean that you still don't have a little fear, right? Yeah. Okay. Eight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. So, this is the concern. This person may think you're going to leave them out. Maybe possibly because they weren't devoted to you in the past. That could be here. This is lack and this is devotion. Sitting in the concern. Somebody could be leaving somebody out. That card, the Five of Pentacles, is about leaving somebody out too. It definitely can be. And leaving somebody out in order to kind of be where I'm valued, or where I really value Sagittarius, because this person definitely values you. And the Five of Pentacles it can be about a couple that lives in lack. In other words, they might have, tons of money and opulence even, right? But they could have a lack of love, a lack of maybe compassion between them. It could be boring. That's lacking, right? Relationships that lack. Nobody wants to be in one, but sometimes when there's money, they stick around longer than they should. I mean, that's pretty common, right? I feel like it is, especially in the world that we live in, which is based a lot on materialism. Here's the King of Cups. He's pouring that cup out, right? And he has a mean look on his face, and is showing up with the Nine of Pentacles reversed. This looks like somebody is rejecting somebody in order to be single. Yeah. Yeah, because here's the Nine of Pentacles. That's about being single or self-sufficient. Wow. The Nine of Cups is here. A lot of nines here. We have 4 nines. Nines are completions. That's when things end. And the 9, we also have the 10 of Cups here. This is, where is it? It's somewhere. It's over here. But these are completions and endings of some sort. The 9 of Cups is the hope and the desire. I want my wish. Maybe you're their little chicken, Sagittarius, right? Because he's eating his roast chicken. Very happy. This is, I hope I get my wish. This is what I want. I want my wish. That's what this person, you are their wish, Sagittarius. And they see you as they're happily ever after. Here's the 10 of Cups. So now we have the Emperor with it. And this is, I'm doing whatever I need to do, the Emperor, to put my empire in order to have my wish. 9 of Cups. This person's doing whatever they need to do, including potentially for some, or perhaps for some, leaving somebody out. It sits right in the concern. And here's the man cutting ties over here. All right, yeah. And the Devil reversed in the past. Let's get a card on that. And we see it with the King of Swords. This is, I'm removing myself from this devil energy, or in this reading, I'm unchaining myself, because the devil, he has these people chained, and here he's removing himself. Here, this man cutting ties. And so here is a decision that removes somebody from something where they feel chained. And this 5 of Pentacles, you could feel chained to somebody right here, right? You could, with that depiction. And the meaning, and the Wheel of Fortune sits in the potential outcome with the Hierophant reversed. A marriage could end in this reading. It could. Somebody loves you, Sagittarius. You are their happily ever after and their true path. Remember, these people are naked here, but you know, this is a family show, right? Yeah, we can't show that here. They're naked and they're happy and they're dancing. So very beautiful reading. I feel like it is. We're going to end this reading. Get your psychic reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I will link the horoscopes for July. I'll just keep linking them at the top of the comments, of course. And for all the 12 signs, it is, you know, which is on my other channel. The link will be at the top of the comments pinned. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I may have said that. Hit the little bell in order to receive my notifications. Thanks so much, you guys.